Hey, how you doing today? And welcome back to my channel. Now, today we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer the Entertainment Arc episode 10, but I guess season 2 episode 17? But whatever it is, Demon Slayer Entertainment Arc, bro. This episode, man, Ufotable. I know every episode, or every time we do this reviews or reactions. I mean, this is the fifth one out of the season. Sorry, I didn't do the first 5, but every time we talk about it, I just have to say that Ufotable's doing a madness right now. Like, Ufotable is animating ridiculous levels. Like, this is stuff that you see in movies. I don't understand how the anime can make an episode even better than the flipping movie that we had to pay for. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But fam, oh my god, this episode was unreal. And I'll give you my thought. Actually, I'll just tell you right now, this is the best episode of anime of the year so far. And I say that, bear in mind when Attack on Titan did what it did 2 weeks ago and the week after, and I was like, okay, nothing's going to top the last week's episode of Attack on Titan. Demon Slayer comes out and I'm just like, nothing's going to top this Demon Slayer episode. So this is going to be a very fun year. I don't know. Maybe Attack on Titan will probably top this episode. I don't know. But man, so far, this is like the gold standard of an episode this year. This is the top. This is the creme de la creme. This episode was a masterpiece. Was absolutely insane. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about, so I've got it written here, so I'll just talk about it right now. First things first, Ufotable employees, they deserve a pay raise, because what I saw was unreal. Like, okay, I'll get to all that stuff a bit later, right? So, let's talk about Tanjiro and Nezuko. That was the first scene that happened. So Nezuko is like, oh my god, Tanjiro, wake up. I always like this in the manga because, like, yet again, I've talked about this in previous reviews, but I like that family dynamic and the stuff like you gotta survive for your family, and you just seen all the past with your family. Like, they're always trying to spur each other on, even through the afterlife, which is really, really emotional and deep. Like, you always forget, like, Tanjiro lost his family. Like, that's super deep. Like, you know, in other anime, right, when someone gets their family killed, you get reminded of it once or twice, but then that's about it. Like, even in Naruto, right, like, okay, to be fair, Naruto didn't know that, but, like, you don't get reminded that, hey, Naruto, your family's dead all the time. It's more like Naruto is alone. Like, you get what I mean? Tanjiro is not just there alone. It's like, he gets reminded constantly that his family got killed by demons. Like, constantly. Like, every single arc. Like, your family, this is what you're doing it for. Your family got killed by demons. Even when he looks at Nezuko, sometimes he's like, man, my whole family. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, seeing that scene with Nezuko, they animated it beautifully. Obviously, I knew they were going to do a madness. Like, when they did that scene of Nezuko saying, I will not eat humans and all that, that was already animated and executed so incredibly. I did not expect what I saw. So when they went to the scene, I was like, not surprised. It's incredible how they did it, and the VA was incredible. All through this episode, the VA work was absolutely insane. Like, I'll get to that in a bit, but man, very emotional scene as usual. But this is where I'm gonna go hype mode, because this is from the rest is just all hype, bro. From when they stopped that Nezuko flashback, right, and I saw the flames around Tanjiro, and the flames were animated beautifully. I'm talking 60 FPS beautifully. Honestly, it would not surprise me if that thing was 60 FPS. That thing looked so beautiful, man. I hope someone's alive out there. I don't know if you heard the fire truck, but that thing was animated so beautifully. I was looking at it, I was just like, this episode is about to be wild, isn't it? Like, I was just like, you know what? I had flashbacks to episode 19, like, of season 1. Like, I was just like, oh, this is going to be a banger, innit? This is going to be a masterpiece, innit? So, from there, I was just like, this is about to get stupid. Now, Gyutaro popping up in Tanjiro, I love how quick that was. That was super quick. He was just there. He was just like, wait, you're alive? Like, damn, like, what the... And the way he was slapping up Tanjiro, I even forgot he did this in the manga, bro. Because I was just like, oh, damn, like... Bro, like, leave him alone. And then, obviously, Gyutaro starts talking about the brother-sister dynamic between him and Tanjiro, because it's relatable to him and Daki, Gyutaro and Daki. So, it's funny how he's... You know, Gyutaro has a lot of envy. You'll find out later if you don't know. No spoilers, but he has a lot of... Well, you know already he has a lot of envy because of the way he talked with Uzui, but you'll find out why he has a little bit of envy next week. But... him, like, just slapping up Tanjiro because he's like, oh, look at you. You're meant to be the big brother. Look at me. I'm a way better big brother than you. And just loving that envy. You could just tell, like, how to explain it. You can tell that's his character, if that makes sense. So, I was a very like good moment in terms of like written moment, but I felt so bad for Tanjiro. Tanjiro just gets slapped the hell up. His friends all defeated. Him trying his hardest to beat this demon. 2 upper moon demons. I mean, 1 upper moon demon technically, but 2 top tier demons. And he's just like, how am I gonna do this? Like it's just crazy. So I love that. So moving on, obviously Tanjiro threw the kunai and it poisoned Gyutaro, and that scene, like every scene where Tanjiro was just like going ham was absolutely insane. So that scene alone, it was just like, oh my god, this is getting so hype. So moving on, I'm going to be jumping a bit. Uzui, man, when Uzui arrived, bro, like the way they did it, man, and his song, bro, it was the song especially. The way they did his song, he said, I've heard the music, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of a mixture between Zenitsu and Inosuke's animation, because you know Inosuke's animation, when he does his, I guess it's technically his touch, but let's say his beast breathing, but his supersonic touching, basically. You know how he does that black and white. I mean, they already showed this with Uzui already. He does that black and white, and then Zenitsu uses his ear, so the blend of both those looked so mad, especially when you just see the song notes. It was crazy. It was very crazy. Like, but man, like, Ufotable know how to make a spectacle out of the breathing. Honest to God. Like, they know how to make this thing so visually stunning, like, so artistic. So, obviously, they did that in the manga, but Ufotable just takes it to the next level. I'm not gonna lie. So, seeing the Uzui song was mad, but Uzui versus Gyutaro, mother flip, what a fight, bro. All those slashes were mad. And what was crazy, right, was it wasn't even just the animation, it was the camera movement as well. Like, where there was one scene where I think Gyutaro, he kicked Uzui, boom, straight ahead, and then Gyutaro throws his slashes and he's just going forward, and the camera just following. Oh my god, the camera work in Demon Slayer is absolutely insane, and it's funny because it's animated, so it's weird to say camera work when there's no cameras, but it's the camera work in Demon Slayer is just so insane. I love it. Like, Demon Slayer has influenced me where I love it when you're doing an action scene, even in film, and you follow the person. Like, I really love it because I feel like the camera, when you're doing an action scene now, I feel like the camera is also a part of that action scene. Like, we as the audience should be a part of that action scene. And what Demon Slayer does so well, especially with that fight scene, is we feel like we're there. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're part of that action. So, that fight. And then, obviously, not even just the camera work, yeah. The speed! Bro! Like, the animation speed was ridiculous. Like, there was a point where they were just going... I was just like... How? How do you animate this? Like, I was just so enthralled. I was like, my eyes were popped and my mouth was just jaw dropped. I was just like, how? Like, how am I watching this with all the flashy effects as well, and all the... They're not really particle... I guess they're particle effects, but particle effects is shooting. Man, especially with that beautiful background. By the way, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. With the flames, right? I already said the flames were animated beautifully. But the background shots... stupid. It's unfair. It's actually unfair at this point. How do you get backgrounds to look that good? Like, dude, it actually almost looked realistic. Like, it's so unfair. Like, I don't know how any animation studio can beat Ufotable at background shots. It's not fair. Like, those background shots, I mean, are insane. So, you're seeing them fight with these beautiful background shots with stupidly high intense slashes that are beautifully animated and shooting powerful effects left, right, and center. Bro, this episode, like, just that alone, this episode proved it was a spectacle. I'm not done. There's still a lot I need to talk about. I've only gone, 8 minutes? There's more. Zenitsu's Godspeed, animated beautifully. Zenitsu's Godspeed was insane. Like, I didn't expect them to do that. What do I call that thing? I forgot what it's called. I think it's called hyperdrive. You know when you go into space and you go hyperdrive and all the blue goes like that, and you just focus and you see all the blue just flashing behind you. Zenitsu went into hyperdrive when he was, I think it's called hyperdrive or hyperdrift. I forgot what it's called, but I think Zenitsu went into hyperdrive when he was taking Zaki's head off, man. But animated flawlessly. Like, Ufotable, man. Yet again, like... that is what Godspeed should look. When you hear Godspeed, it should literally be like a hyperdrive speed. So that going was just insane. So fantastic yet again. Moving on, Tanjiro getting stabbed in the mouth. This scene, right? This scene, I believe I think the last review I was talking about how, man, Tanjiro really goes through it. Fam, that scene in the manga blew my flipping mind. When I read that and I saw Tanjiro get stabbed in the mouth while Chill still trying to slice off Gyutaro's head, I was just like, oh my days, like, this manga is wild. Like, so I was a little, okay, not really disappointed, nitpicking here. I thought that they would give a little bit more focus to it, but maybe because I read it and I was just staring at this panel of my main character getting his stab a sickle through the mouth. I don't think I've ever seen that with any of my other MCs like that, right? A sickle through the mouth, just like, and still trying to slice this demon's head off, bro. Tanjiro is a goat for that, man. Like, for real, I have to give him mad props. But they did emphasize on that in the anime. I won't take that away, because that's more of me being like, that's how I read it, more than me criticizing the anime. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like that would be a bit harsh for me to be like, oh my god, why didn't they do that? But man, in the anime they show it, yeah, and it flashes off, then flashes back, and flashes off, and flashes back. So you do get that shock factor of, wait a minute, this thing is through his mouth. Like, do you get what I'm saying? That's how it feels. So still crazy. And coming back to that, right? Speaking of getting stabbed in the mouth and Tanjiro, man. Demon Slayer mark. Woo! We saw it, man. Demon Slayer mark. We've got in there. Demon Slayer marks are here, man. Ooh! This is where Demon Slayer gets tasty. Obviously, I won't spoil it for any anime onlys, but seeing that and the way they're animated, especially with this hair, it really looked like, I won't say his name, but the Demon Slayer that Muzan is scared of, it really did feel like that, and it looked like that. The way they animated Ufotable, man, they, like, I'm sorry, I said this over and over again, this review and every other review, but they really know how to elevate Demon Slayer, man, because to me, it didn't feel like it was burning and it shot out the Demon Slayer mark and the hair. It just felt like it just appeared. Do you get what I'm saying? Granted, it's manga, so it's very hard to show that, or maybe I just read it wrong, but the way they animated it in this episode was just fantastic, bro. Oh, fantastic. There's still more. Inosuke returns, and that was awesome to see him return. Obviously, I knew he was alive, but Inosuke is so funny. The way he's like, I can move my organs left, right, and center. I can do... man, poison! No problem. Like, I mean, it technically makes sense, because he's already, like, bent his body like this in season 1, and poison, fine. That's understandable, but... even him joining it was awesome, man. Because one of my favorite scenes in the whole Demon Slayer manga, I wrote it down. So one of my favorite scenes in the whole Demon Slayer manga is when Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu are trying to cut the heads of Gyutaro, Daki, and all three of their scenes are just piled up together. They're just like, ah! Like, I don't know if you've noticed right now, but my favorite genre of anime is Battle Shonen. I'm a Battle Shonen F-boy. I love it to death. I think I will die on the hill of Battle Shonen. Battle Shonen is my literal anime crack cocaine. So when I see guys screaming their head, even girls in shonen, but when I see them screaming their heads or try to finish the job, I get hyped. I'm not gonna lie, my blood starts boiling and I'm like, yes, go on! Like, when I was reading it back, I was like, come on! So yeah, so when I was watching anime, I was like, come on! I was actually, okay, that's a lie. When I was watching anime, I was more like, what am I watching? This is amazing. Like, I was just speechless because I couldn't believe how well they animated it. Let me not lie. So that's how I really was. But fam, that's why I don't do anime reactions, by the way. Because, okay, well, the main reason is because of copyright and all the stuff that's going on with anime copyright. But another reason is because I would be very silent for things I'm shocked at. That's usually how I am. I'm pretty silent. I'm like this. So maybe that's a good thing. But anyway, those scenes were absolutely animated beautifully, man. Beautifully. Ufotable, thank you. Because you really, even like, I don't know what you call those lines in anime. You know when a person, or even in manga too, when a person is really like doing something aggressive. I mean, Attack on Titan does these lines all the time. And you get the side lines, the lines, and they're just going ham, like when they're going crazy, when they're doing an action scene. The way they animated it in this episode, fantastic. Fire. But the final slice... Oh, I even forgot to mention this. I think I'll say this now, actually. The final slice, mwah, French kiss. That's all I'll say. But, well, not all I'll say. Another thing I need to say is the sound design. I mean, Demon Slayer's sound design, kind of unrivaled. I don't think there's anything I could think of that has better sound design than Demon Slayer. I mean, let me know in the comment section if you can think of any anime that has better sound design than Demon Slayer, because Demon Slayer sounds ridiculously realistic, and it's not a realistic show. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard to explain. Well, not hard to explain. Just turn off. I don't know how to turn off OST, but just listen to every slice, every movement, every jump, every attack, and you know what I mean. Like, so in this episode, the sound design was on another level, man. Obviously, when that Tanjiro was getting slapped up, the sound design, I felt bad. That's one of the reasons why I felt bad. But the slice, oh my god, bro, that's all I'll say. It was just man, it was just so soothing. Like, like that slice was perfect. But other than that, the final bit, the scene when Uzui was shouting out to Tanjiro as Tanjiro was trying to breathe. When I read that in the manga, it basically felt the same, except for obviously seeing it animated, especially with all those beautiful visuals, just takes it to a whole nother level. Because in the manga, it was just felt like, to me, it felt like Tanjiro's ears were ringing, and he was just like, whoa, what's going on, you know? And he's just like, you know, when you're just ringing and you're just trying to hear something, and they executed it fantastically in the anime, even better than what I thought, because I just thought his ears were ringing and he's just seen Uzui just come and he's like, run. This one, they did it just a lot better. I'd see the animated just makes it a lot better. So I forgot to mention this, but at the end of the episode, after the whole episode, right, with the Taisho era secret, that was so awkward because you see Tanjiro near death, like, and Nezuko's like, dude, are you okay? Here's a Taisho secret. I was just like, what? She's like, here's a Taisho era secret. I was like, I think this is the wrong time. But man, either way, like, it was still so funny, but the episode was still banging, so I can't really complain too much. But other than that, man, all I have to say for this episode is Ufotable, ridiculous. Like, they are the best anime studio in terms of production value. I don't think anything can top them, and it's very hard to top them because Mappa is trying, yeah, and obviously you have people like Kyo, Annie, and Bones, but they're trying, and Wit. I won't discount Wit, and there's some other ones I'm probably missing. They're all trying, but they put like a lot of animators probably, or like it takes too much time for them. Ufotable, I mean, granted, it takes time for Ufotable too, but Ufotable literally have talent. I mean, okay, sorry, let me not say that. Everybody else has talent, but Ufotable, like, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way they're built on is getting like literally the creme de la creme of animators and having them for years so that they all know how to do these things to the best of their ability. Like, basically, it's not just they've hired an animator and they're making something amazing. It's like these animators have been here for years, so they know Ufotable. They are Ufotable ingrained. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that's how Ufotable runs, and it shows. So in order for those other anime studios to get to Ufotable's level, we're looking at least like 5 years of them having the consistency like Ufotable has. Do you get what I'm saying? So for a while, I don't expect anyone to beat Ufotable. I mean, Mappa is really trying. I'll give credit. They are really, really trying. Bones, not as much as they used to, I'll say. I mean, they used to be that level to me. Like, to me, like, the peak of shonen, right? Okay, this is a bit of a ramble here, but the peak, like, every anime, there's always animes that try and get you to change, that changes the anime universe, in my opinion, right? Or the anime scape or landscape or anything, or anime industry, that's the word, right? To me, when My Hero Season 2 came out, and My Hero Season 2 was animated so ridiculously in those 25 episodes, bear in mind it's a Battle Shonen, so it's not Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan changed the game, like, period. Attack on Titan Season 1 changed the flipping game. But in terms of for Battle Shonens, like Shonen Jump type fat Battle Shonens, right? My Hero, in my opinion, changed the game. Like, changed the flipping game with Season 2. Like, it just showed that, wow, this is the peak of Shonen. This is what we should be aiming for. But I think Demon Slayer has taken that throne. It took that throne in Season 1, in my opinion. Like, it was hard for me to admit, but Season 1 is better than any season of My Hero Academia. I can't lie. I really can't lie. So Season 2 right now, fam, ridiculous. So to me, this is the peak of shonen. Like, this is literally peak of shonen adaptation. Sorry, that's what I meant. The peak of shonen adaptation. So if you want an adaptation of shonen, it has to be, well, not has to be, but the level is Demon Slayer. Like, and that is so hard to beat. Like, that's the problem. Like, I don't know how anyone's gonna beat that for years, especially as Demon Slayer probably has another 3 seasons left. So yeah, that's going to be ridiculously hard, but I have to give credit to Ufotable for setting that standard, as for having an animation studio that good. Like, they deserve all the plaudits. I hope worldwide they get recognized, like, even more, because they really deserve it. They deserve to be in that conversation of, like, Pixar, Sony Animation Studios, Ufotable. That conversation. Granted, I think all the other anime studios should, but you know it's hard to break out of, go mainstream. You know how people are, man. So the fact that anime don't get nominated for frigging Annie Awards tells you the story. Like, literally, I don't understand it. The animation, and it's the Annie Awards for animation, which also, they nominate an award for an animation. Let me not get into that debate of Western and anime. But going back to Demon Slayer, this episode was the best episode of Demon Slayer, hands down. Probably one of the best episodes of anime ever. The best episode of anime this year, in my opinion. And I just have to give credit to Ufotable. They've really killed it. Fantastic job. all in all, next week is going to be an hour finale, or 45-minute finale, which is going to be insane because we're going to get emotional with the backstories, and obviously we're going to see what happens in the future of Demon Slayer. But I really can't wait. I hope next week we get an announcement that Demon Slayer, the next arc, I won't spoil it for anyone, but the next arc comes out in 2023. I'm really hoping so. In my opinion, I think it will. I'm expecting, it depends. How long did the movie take to make? A year and a bit. Then Demon Season 2 took a year and a bit. So a year and a bit, maybe summer of next year, because this season's ending literally next week. So, and it's February. So July next year. I mean, it could be October, because who knows? Like, the Ufotable, it takes a while. Like, it's not like they're doing this in seconds, but I hope it comes out in summer of 2023. That would be mad. But anyway, best episode of anime of the year, and Ufotable, keep it up. Final episode is going to be an hour. It's going to be incredible. But anyway, what do you guys think of Demon Slayer Season 2 episode, what am I on about? Season 2 episode 10. What do you think about it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comment section. I'm open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like this video. Subscribe to my channel for more on pop culture and entertainment. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Alright. Bye.